for Dyrus. So very simple kind of
Jeez.
back and forth, plain picks coming out in the beginning. Nothing crazy.
If they pick Shyvana, it opens up Inox to play almost whatever he wants. Inox could very easily pull out a Jax right here.
Yeah, he did make it through.
Also, TSM is very similar to the Yasuo composition they used at the end of last week when they run Nami, Lee Sin, and Shyvana right there. Everyone can contribute to the knockups. Only Lulu was picked away. They had the Lulu in the top lane of one of their games.
Very slow picks coming in. Cleve taking up the Nami. Again for himself. Had 0-1-11 game on that. They were able to play that against Curse. So now against Evil Geniuses, they feel like it'll be the pick they need to really take these fights. Something where Altec gets his kills all the time. In the fights, they're going to need a better fight prowess than that. Least, is he going to be locked in? Was just waiting for that one.
Yep.
EG biding their time here.
So like the two oldest picks in the book.
Yeah.
Highest percentage pick ban champions, pretty much. You combine the pick and ban rate together. What is that? 95 for Elise. So she's in pretty much every game. I gotta say, this game is wildly important for Evil Geniuses because we have to realize that Helios, his situation here, he's still on a tryout. Right? It's not, he's announced. Snoopy is still there, wanting to get his next shot back. And if Evil Geniuses can't beat Team Solomid, this is the second week of Helios be here. If they can't beat Team Solomid, then they can't really consider themselves in the conversation for moving out of the bottom three.
Right.
This victory is absolutely paramount.
There's definitely been a change in EG's play, but it can't really be said that it's for the better so
not
far.
Not victories.
Right, not in victories. And it's the Yasuo and the Corki getting locked in. They have 3 possible help out knockups in Yasuo's own.
Yep. Bjergsen's Yasuo can be a scary beast, but how good is Pobelter against it in the mid lane? There's a chance they could keep that Lulu top if they really want to, let Pobelter go with something else in the mid lane. Inox has a lot of champion diversity. They just have to decide whether they want to Lulu against the wind walls or do something else. Krepo doing the talking.
It's quite a safe game to play on that one. Like you said, the Jax made it through as well. Inox can get a carry if he wants to. Solid pickup for Inox. He gets back into the game. He wants to play with the Jax, and Pobelter gets the Lulu. A safe matchup versus Yasuo. You're at least staying alive for most of the time.
Yeah. This was a really well-played pick and ban phase by both teams. You could tell they both actually had a lot of counterplay, trading priority picks between one another. I gotta say, the planning of EG lately has been much improved, and the pick ban preparation from Loco Doco has also been very well informed. So like, this was a really solid pick ban.
Very good coming in for Team Solo Mid. See what happens once they get a hold in the game, if they can. Have a team that is kind of melee focus based, so if they can't get to the turrets in enough space, it's just going to be Wild Turtle trying to beat Corki there. We'll see if that puts up any trouble. But right now, it's time to put your predictive powers to test. As usual, we're going over to lolesports.com, and according to the votes, 79% of you say that Team Solo Mid are going to be winning this one. I think I had that in mind as well.
Well, we mentioned last game
that was
the
be the
90% plus votes often backfire and end up backfiring again. But if you start to second guess this 79% pick, you can change your vote by sending hashtag TSMWin or hashtag EGWin to the @LOLesports Twitter account. We'll get that updated live throughout the game as it develops. It's very easy to pick those right on Twitter because you just wait until one team pulls really far ahead and you're like, hashtag.
Boom.
That team.
Like we said, you never have to tell your friends. I have all correct votes.
74-0 this year.
74-0. That's right.
Don't even know how many games we've played.
Yeah, that was a good guess. I wasn't going to say it, but you took the chance. So now as we're coming into the game 2 here in week 5, day 2, it's kind of hard to believe we're that far in.
Yeah.
It's been flying pretty fast.
After next week, we'll be at the halfway point of the LCS.
Crazy. And that settles into teams as well. They kind of think like, well, the first half didn't go so as well. We actually need to buck up and do some big things here because time is getting short. And a lot of these teams don't have much time. We're going to see how long this one goes. It was a 50-minute matchup last time with the first inhibitor going down at 38 minutes. A real long haul. Who's got the fight prowess to take this one to the end? TSM versus Evil Geniuses on the Rift.
And speaking of long games, TSM, because they were so out of sorts strategically at the start of the split, still have the longest average game time of teams in the North American LCS, which is completely different and then Team Solo Mid we saw in the 2013 season. Those guys often played the fastest of every team.
That just means they like to play video games.
They just want to play more.
Just want to play more. Absolutely.
You get it? Bite it! Yeah!
Yeah! Takes the twin bite first. Take a bite out of Crime there. Filling vision for Inox. Amazing. Just outside of Ward. He's gonna be safe though. Probably saw that go down. So a very simple line of scrimmage as usual until the teams decide which side of the jungle they're gonna waltz into. Looks like we're gonna lane swap here as well.
I learned some very interesting things the other day about wards.
Well, teach me.
Okay. I didn't know previously when wards are placed down, the color of the circle above the ward tells you exactly what type of ward it is. So green wards have a green circle above them. Trinket wards have a yellow circle above them. So the instant it's placed is doing this. I told this fact to Krepo and he just one-upped me. He said if you click on the ward immediately and then look at the little icon in the top left of it, it will tell you the source of the person who placed the ward.
And why is that important?
So if you see... Thanks, Rick. If you see someone place a ward from Fog of War, if you click on it fast enough, you know whose Trinket ward is down.
Right.
Therefore, you know who placed the ward and who's in that rush.
Overpowered.
These pros are going down.
Now that you told Riot they're gonna do. But no, then you can tell. You'd be like, oh, that's not the top laners. The jungle is right here, actually. Good knowledge. Learning 101. 2 minutes into this, it doesn't look like anybody's used that to get themselves a kill in this game, but we'll keep an eye on it. Amazing's gonna get some help on his red buff. Heading down to the bottom. The 2v nuns, actually, Dyrus right to the lane in the beginning instead of getting this whole jungle buddy system. So we'll see how this works for him. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting choice. Dyrus trying to survive a little bit. I feel like he's just gonna get denied off the wave really early by Altec and Krepo. This is more so for Amazing to become powerful early and probably throw some early ganks in for Bjergsen. They're throwing Dyrus to the wolves.
Well, he got 1 CS before he went out. Not a total loss, but yeah, they definitely threw him to the wolves. Good call.
Didn't mean to do that.
Didn't mean to at all. Worked out. Falling into place. So we'll see. It's free farm for the 80 carries. We've heard Sneaky talk about how great this is, being able to hit that first item threshold, but who's going to be able to use it? This is interesting. Dyrus taking all the little guys.
Yeah, really interesting move that they're doing right here.
No experience.
Yeah, it was like a bit of a jungle share, but not really. Dyrus gets level... No, he doesn't even get level 2 off that.
No.
So it means Amazing's a little bit farther ahead. Dyrus a little bit farther behind. Helios doing the full jungle buddy with Inox. So Amazing will be slightly stronger than Helios, which honestly, if you're scouting this particular matchup, and you've seen Helios' games since he's joined the NALCS, he is just always up in the other jungle stuff. He wants to fight almost all the time. So making Amazing a little bit stronger than him, we'll be able to maybe punish Helios from coming in, because Amazing can get that minuscule level difference because he didn't share with Dyrus in the start. It could very well make the difference in a 1v1 in the jungle.
Very good ward here from TSM would thwart anything Helios would try to provide and pressure for that bottom lane, but here comes the invade now. The buddy system. Oh wait, no, the Earth Dragon is viewed. We'll see if the pressure can be created to push them off. Doesn't look like TSM will have to juggle.
Helios stopped this the other day. It's a potential 3v5, and they're peeling for a fight. Amazing, still really strong, level 3.
Very great plays. He safeguards to the ward, making sure Inox is actually pinched into the fight. This is big damage. Turtle trying to Valkyrie's in. Tries the rest of it. That's the refresh on Amazing buff. Right there, 1-0. His first blood comes out.
First pick for TSM was Lee Sin, and first blood goes to the same person. Amazing has been the person who struggles when he doesn't have his core champions, but when he's on point and he has his Lee Sin, he is threatening as hell, and that was a great move by TSM.
TSM fully aware of what's going on. Pobelter really didn't even get a chance to leave lane, and Bjergsen was already heading for the kill. TSM a step ahead, and it shows now with a 1,000 gold lead.
One thing about that is it gives Altec some free farm time at the top. You don't often have a team devote 5 people to the Dragon King, but that was because there was a team fight.
Ooh. Oh, Amazing taking the Lee Syndrome. Should be okay on this one. He'll take a few extra hits as the back door comes in. He's all right, though. 1-0. This is EG now, thinking how they can repair that. Put a Band-Aid on it and make sure it doesn't happen again. Krepo's heading towards the top side. They really want to put pressure on Dyrus. Somewhere they can usually, or teams, I should say, can usually get a kill. Dyrus will put himself in that scary situation and go down for force.
1,000 gold lead, Dragon, and the first blood kill. really key. And you can see with the item build of Amazing as well, going with 2 long swords instead of completing the Spirit Stone. He's definitely planning on staying as aggressive as possible.
Trying to get some harass on. Looks like they're trying to take down the turret, or at least get it damaged quite quick so they can leave that lane, put some pressure somewhere else if anything else goes wrong. But the pressure, it looks like it's going to be here for now. And EG looks to switch lane after maybe.
This is a big investment, actually, right now. Yes, they will probably want to switch lanes with Altec's first buy, but the time that Wild Turtle is getting in the bottom lane without Inox there is incredibly potent for the overall experience level of this game. 4 people in the top lane for EG against 2. If they do not make something happen, it is a huge opportunity wasted. And TSM is playing very conservatively. It looks like this is just a waste of time.
They're really well read, especially Amazing heading into the jungle, seeming like he's safe, getting some wards down. They have to realize we have zero vision of a majority of EG's members. Something crazy is going on right now. And you can see Dyrus, he doesn't usually do that. He's having fun with it.
Yeah, they're just going to 4-man push this turret now to try and make bad situation.
So EG's finally going to be able to get this top turret. Actually been pressuring it for quite a few minutes. It's going to go down and put that pressure somewhere else. And let as many minions get denied as possible here. And Glebe will help to soak up.
All the while, Amazing was getting board control in the red buff area of EG, so they're looking for a steal at that point. They're planning one step ahead, right? It's very important to have ward control behind where you want to go next, just so you know when you are going to be collapsed upon. And right now, because EG spent so long in that rush, they have no plans laid out for the future.
Should be an alive Dyrus, as not too much can happen. See TSM's wards planning for their future. Picking up rates, 52 to 46 on Pobelter, who isn't having an amazing game for himself, but without Bjergsen getting anything on that last dragon, he's still fending for kind of even in the mid lane.
And they're still just jungling with Inox, which means Turtle is farming quite well. TSM is good at this 2v1/2v0 game. We saw right there, they really brought the next adaptation to the early dragons. They committed enough people to the early dragon and juggled it well enough that they weren't low, and then were very ready to turn when Helios showed up, because Helios did that against Complexity yesterday and pushed Complexity clean off the dragon. They tried it again today, and TSM was ready to punish it. So that shows good preparation by Locodoco, their coach, and the rest of the team.
Really solidifies TSM always being around the mid, always being around their objectives to flow to each side of the map when necessary. Right now they're on the top side on EG's. Denying more, clearing wards. Looks like they're going to get a pinch onto Altec and Krepo here. Altec came out very big in a similar situation yesterday, but this looks grim.
Yep, well, they lost control of their red jungle. Helios now knows it's been gone, which means the alert should be on for Altec and Krepo. They should know Lee Sin is in the proximity. In the area.
It looks like they're actually going to halt that one. 2 minutes on to Dragon. They actually did not know where Helios was, and they didn't want to get countered themselves. So TSM, while knowing they have a little bit of a lead, are still taking things quite careful. They go ahead and actually clear that up. No reason for Blue to go anywhere else. It's not really a mana-dependent team anywhere around the map. We're going to have a turret falling. First one of the game, 9 minutes in the top lane. So we're going to get a switch up here and might get the standard matchup in the bot now.
Yeah, 80 carries, pretty even on farm when we consider. BF Sword, Vamp Scepter completed for Altec. He is actually 100 gold behind Turtle, so Turtle can get pretty much the exact same items when he goes back to base right now. Spend all that.
This will be good as well. Everybody will be buffed up and itemed up for their 1 minute till Dragon. Have the new items for the AD carries. Nobody's really able to capitalize on a finalized item. Bloodthirster, even in the mid lane. Bjergsen is not ready to piece together a finalized item. So the first fight's going to be really big on who can get the first catch. Right now, TSM, like they would be the one to initiate that.
Right.
They know they have EG.
And they're pretty strong with Amazing at level 6 right now. And they've also called EG on their next rotation.
Ooh.
EG got the deep wards into the jungle here, but TSM is ready to take their own stuff back. Meaning the deep wards are not that effective for EG, whereas when TSM plays deep wards in the red jungle of EG, they were able to come away with the red buff.
Already bringing out the pink ward play, like you can see, as you said, that horseshoe of red ward. EG placed in the bottom side of the map. will they be able to have the pressure on Dragon? Right now, Pink warded out above and below. And Amazing is just pretty much able to single-handedly stop this from happening.
Yeah, this Dragon fight is huge. Consider that Amazing also has a Spirit of the Elder Lizard, which is an incredibly important power spike for junglers. That's why many junglers, including Meteos, will not share jungle farm until he has that item. It is such a power spike for Lee Sin. And now TSM wants that second Dragon. With the ultimate down on Dyrus, if Inox went back to base and came in for the fight, maybe they could have an edge, but he would be forfeiting his turret. So TSM has a lot of capital to play with right now.
Definitely a change in playstyle for Team Solo Mid. A long time ago, a team that would let a few dragons go to gain a ton of the map. But right now, grabbing this, they know they can take the G and the map. Very aggressive playstyle that they're putting back into play. Bjergsen back on the Assassins, kicked away. Pobelter get the flash and put himself on the right side.
Yep, that was the combo. That's why you run Lee Sin jungle with Yasuo. You go to kick him in the air and immediately follow. But Pobelter saw it coming, flashed away.
Helios doesn't really have anywhere to go. Bjergsen flashes over the wall as he predicts the escape and gets the kill.
That was the jungle power struggle actually going right back to Amazing. He previously landed one nice Sonic Wave to get Helios to that point of low health.
Right.
And obviously Bjergsen still had his flash because he didn't go all in on Pobelter. Really nice play by Amazing as Lee Sin is threatening. I don't think EG expected them to first pick that Lee Sin, quite honestly. I think they expected the Lucian to be first picked. And Amazing is showing you why.